Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I am your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on November 27th or 28th, 2025. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm only giving you the date. That way you know I don't repost. And if you do like my videos, I post at least 2 videos for you every single day. One around 6 p.m. and one at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time, on YouTube, TikTok, and I'm opening also Facebook and Instagram soon. So if you like to chat and hang out with other people, you might want to check out my 10:30 p.m. video, because that goes live and we have a live chat. Well, we have a live chat there, and I would love to have you all in there. Anyways, this sign is temporary until I get my son to do the watermark or figure it out myself. But anyway, that's a temporary sign. So I know it bothers some people, but it's just temporary. Anyway, guys, before I do start your reading, I want to be the first person to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much for being here and hanging out. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, because I'm actually doing this reading on Thanksgiving Day, and not everyone celebrates because it's everyone around the world. We have so many people here. So if you do celebrate, happy Thanksgiving. I still post. All right. We have moon, changes in your life, sunrise, moon and sun. Okay, that's also divine feminine, divine masculine energy. New creative ideals, new ventures, and a fresh start. Idea. I can never say that word right. Anyway, we have changes in your life. Maybe there's going to be some changes based on some creative ideal you have, or maybe it's literally talking about feminine, masculine energy, or the balance. Maybe you're balancing that within yourself. We have success, yeah. We have success. Now we have the apple, temptation, will test. I don't know if that's you or not, but it's not matching this energy. We have a short journey. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. And a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. All right, so I feel like somebody is on the end of whatever this temptation was. I do feel like somebody went on a divine detour. Somebody went in the direction of temptation. Somebody wasn't in the energy of choosing the highest, best decision for themselves, whether it's someone external who's coming toward you and made a bad choice before, or if it's you. Either way, you're wiser, because even if someone else chose over you, you're still wiser, right? Because you've learned probably to focus on yourself and your boundaries and all of that. And if this is you who is balancing your masculine and feminine energy within you, okay, I feel like you're just a short distance away from what you want, especially if you were on some sort of divine detour, which I wanted to say karmic detour away. All right. So already then, so it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. I feel like you're at the end of that. If you're the one finishing up a karmic journey, I feel like you're at the end. You've learned some lesson. And it makes sense. For a lot of us, 2025 is a year of wrapping up things. All right. Cycles are ending. And trust me, all of us have learned a lot of lessons. Okay. So I feel like you're almost out of this. Okay. But I want you to think. I don't want you to think you're almost out. I want you to put your hand on your heart, and I want you to have the happiest feeling that you have had in your life. Whatever you have had in your life that's been so happy, I want you to imagine that you are already where it is that you want to be, okay? You are already there. I don't care what it is. See yourself already where you want to be, and don't say that it's coming. Say, act like you're living in it. You're living in it, okay? If it's money, act like you don't have a care in the world, because you know that everything is paid for right now. Act like you don't have bills, even though you might have bills. Just act like you don't. Whatever it is that you've learned, I would just embrace that you've learned it, and that Your journey is over with that. I wouldn't even look at it as there's just a little bit longer to go. No, there's a little bit left to the rest of the year. We can look at it like that. Definitely new beginnings are coming here. So if you're seeing this, I think it's reminding you of your successful beginning right here. All right. And with the sun and the moon, they work together, right? The sun comes out in the morning and the moon comes out at night. And sometimes if you're awake at the right time, you'll see both of them, right? So success is here for you. So if you're seeing this and you don't normally see my readings, this means that your phase of whatever lesson that you're tying up, whatever karmic road that you're getting off of, it's over. It's over. Success is here for you. It's just a short distance, but let's not even think about that. Let's just think that you're already there. We have the Emperor right here. Some of you are changing jobs, relationships, okay, moving away from irresponsible people. We have the decision right here. And King of Swords is right here. Ace of Swords and Three of Swords. Right now what I'm seeing is somebody is recovering, but not, I feel like somebody is recovering from, this is that short distance, but this is a healing, okay? This is a healing in the reverse. So there's some sort of healing and recovery here, all right? You're in the reverse. An Emperor is also in the reverse. So you might be dealing with an Emperor kind of person coming up here soon, okay? Once this cycle is phasing out, you might be meeting an Emperor type. Nine of Cups. Okay, so here's where it comes in, the Gucci stuff, all right? The Gucci stuff comes from a Page of Pentacles. So it's something that's small, but it's going to be a wish fulfillment, all right? And whatever it is, it's going to lead to stability. I think that this lesson had to be learned before whatever is about to happen could happen. Yeah. The moon is reversed. So there's also, you know, keep in mind the moon. The eclipses that happened in September, they still have effects, okay? Whether they're not, might not be as strong, but they still play out, okay? And we've had a powerful full moon in Taurus, and we have another full moon coming up, and Gemini, I believe, and things get exposed and come to light. And it could also be that, but responsibility right here. And that's what I felt like here. I feel like there's something about taking responsibility. So somebody might be thinking about that. All right, taking on something, if they should take on something. We have the Hermit card. This card stands for Virgo, but it doesn't have to be. Knight of Swords stands for Gemini, but that's very swift, clear action and communication. It's so swift and direct, it's almost like blunt, you know. And with this Ten of Wands, so somebody is literally thinking about taking some sort of swift action, okay? The cycle is ending, but it's almost like, I want to say like a different responsibility or an added responsibility, okay, with this action that someone takes. Now, I want to know, why is that Three of Swords in the reverse? Why is that Three of Swords in the reverse? Someone has definitely learned a lesson, okay? I think a lot of people have. Why did this all fall here? I'm not going to... The Three of Swords upright. Okay, so I think that's what we're supposed to do. 2, let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my gosh. You guys see this, right? This is what Spirit does to me all the time. The Spirit's got jokes on me. You're here at the bottom. And 10 of Cups reverse and the Magician. All right. You don't know how someone feels about you. Okay. Or someone don't know how you feel. But you're in the upright. So I don't think it's you. The 10 of Cups reverse is next to the Magician, which is Gemini Virgo. And which literally, this is Gemini Virgo. So someone could have Gemini Virgo in their chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node placements, whatever. This fell off here. Why? Someone might be writing you. Someone might be writing you and throwing away messages here. I do think somebody wants to recover. I did say recover. I do think somebody wants to recover a relationship. And I feel it's a person who had to go off on some sort of, I want to say divine detour. It was not divine. Didn't feel divine. It felt like, it was karmic. It was the apple. Somebody, it's the temptation, and somebody went for the temptation, and it looks like somebody is giving that up, whatever it is. All right. And it might have something to do with someone with any of these signs. Okay. Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, you're here, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, literal Virgo, a lot of Virgo here. And you're over here. This is it. Somebody wants to recover a relationship with you. All right. They had to learn some valuable lesson. I don't know why I'm shuffling these cards. All these cards came out. It helps me channel, I guess. So the 9 of Swords here is with the King of Swords. So you're here twice. All right. So you're in the reverse because somebody is losing sleep over you. Someone is losing sleep over you because they want to heal this relationship with you. And you're completely unaware. The Ace of Swords is reversed, but this person is going to put in the work and the effort, the 8 of Pentacles, because they literally could not have joined with you the way they were. I think if you know who I'm talking about, you know this. It's a general Aquarius reading, so it won't apply for every Aquarius, but if you know who this is, you probably know the way the person was is not the way that you would have even wanted to align with them. So if you know who I'm talking about, you know this person had to learn a lesson before they could return into your life. And that's what this reading is looking like. They learned a lesson and they're finishing up. And then they are going to put the effort and work in. But you're unaware. You're unaware they want to heal things. You're unaware that they're thinking about you. Unless you're feeling it or you're psychic. But it's in the reading, it's showing you're unaware. And the Knight of Wands is here. And this is what this is saying. Literally what I just said. If you know who this person is, you know that they were not ready for a relationship. Because they would have been showing up as, footloose, fancy free, wanting to just be single and do what they want. They weren't ready, okay? They could have been a person you saw as a player. Could have been a person you saw as just wanting to date. But they did get stuck with... whatever energy they were sending out into the world. They did get stuck with it. And they actually have learned a very big lesson. And they're tying that lesson up. It's finishing up. So if you know who I'm talking about, you knew they were not relationship ready. But they are moving on. They are letting go. Okay, the 6 of Swords is here in the upright, and it's been difficult karmic lesson for them. 4 of Pentacles reverse. You have no idea. You're in the reverse, Aquarius reverse, and the 4 of Wands. This and the Lovers. With the 4 of Wands and the Lovers, for some of you, this is divine counterpart. They had to go off on some sort of lesson, but I heard now they're about ready to go off on a tangent. I heard they're about ready to go off on a tangent because You know, everybody kind of gets a little pissed off when they realize they've learned a lesson. We all do sometimes. We're like, why didn't I see it? Why did I let them dupe me? You know, we're all kind of like that. And that's where this person is at. So this person is going to go off on a tangent, but I don't know if anyone will listen to them because really it's going to be like, you know, with himself. Okay. And showing up in the middle is Virgo, Knight of Pentacles. All right. It's probably been a while you haven't seen this person. They don't have to be a Virgo, but it's probably been a while you haven't seen this person, and it's showing up the Lover's reverse. You haven't seen this person, and it is a close connection to you. At least energetically, you're showing up like that. Six of Cups reverse, Eight of Wands reverse. This person thinks about you, and they've been wanting to message. Okay. They're not sleeping, or they're staying up and thinking and thinking and thinking what to say. You don't know. You're in the reverse. You don't know unless, like I said, unless this reading, you're like, oh, I know who you're talking about. But right now it's like, it's showing up that you don't know. Give me a card for that Eight of Wands reverse. But reflections here, the Six of Cups reflections, they're thinking about you. They might even be dreaming about you, but I don't see the, I mean, the moon is here and the Nine of Swords is here. They could be. They could have, but I think it's more than that. They had to learn the lesson before they could ever come together with you. If you know who this is and you know who it is, you know I'm right. They was not relationship ready. But now they are. They've grown even. They've went from a knight to a king even. Now clarifying the Eight of Wands reverse, we have the Leo or the Sun reverse. So there's something about that. They're not happy. Okay, they're not happy. They're not happy with how things have, where they are with you guys, because they want to heal this. They want to recover it. Again, they had to learn something. And if this is your divine counterpart or your twin flame, this could be the end of a separation phase because somebody had to go learn a lesson. Okay. King of Pentacles is right here with the Nine of Cups. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this is a person, you know, in this card, they're shelling out money. And it's like, you know, maybe this is a person who's used to fixing problems with money, but it looks like this is a person who wants to settle down because King of Pentacles, being the King of Pentacles from the Knight of Pentacles, also maybe they weren't ready because they wanted to make more money. Okay, they wanted more stability. Before they did, they wanted a plan, but really it's showing up. They had a spiritual lesson to learn is the real reason. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what this person says. This person might say, well, I didn't have enough money. I wanted my ducks in a row before I settled down. I'm telling you, none of that matters. What matters is the spiritual lesson is they had to go learn something because they drew in the energy they were giving out, which looks like player energy. So they got what they put out there and they're not happy with it. So they want to recover things with you. Again, spiritually, it was a lesson they had to learn. So now here they are. In the moon reverse, they go from watching you to, looks like, revealing this to you. Tell me about the moon reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Empress in the reverse. So the other thing is, this person has to tell this Queen of Cups person, maybe a Pisces person, first of all, they haven't told you. So they have to tell whoever. This is like someone close to them who knows a lot about what's going on in their life. They're like, look, there's changes. Whatever they tell them. It could be a mom, an aunt, a sister, a literal Pisces. But they're going to tell them that literally they're stuck in their head about Aquarius and, you know, they can't shake it and that they think that you're the one, okay? Or there's something, you know, because the Empress is here. So this is divine masculine, this is divine feminine energy, and there is success. It does look like for divine counterparts or twin flames, the separation phase could be ending because it looks like lesson tying up. I don't, you know, I'm not here to trigger anybody, Everybody has their opinions on that. And some people will say, well, a lot of stuff. But I do have twin flames that met in my chat, and they're actually a successful relationship. And they just come in to have fun in the chat. So, you know, to each their own. I don't put no shade on nobody for nothing. This person wants to recover things with you, though. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse, and it looks like if they were dating, they look like they were a person who, like a chronic dater, or they just couldn't even, like, they just were putting themselves out there, and they're not happy. So this is a person who wants to recover things with you, okay? Or this is other people around them that they have to let these people know. So they could have been also a people pleaser, trying to please others around them, but they're the one who ended up not happy at the end of this here. Tell me about that Knight of Cups in the reverse. Again, not dating, it looks like. Also, they've leveled up. I mean, they're no longer in the Knight's energy. They're in the King's energy now. So they could have literally gotten older since you've seen them last as well. But they definitely have mentally grown, and they definitely learned a major lesson. Tower, King of Cups right here. This person, now they want to be a family person. They don't want to be the one who dates. They're having a whole tower moment because I feel like what they had all along. Okay, or they could have had it and they didn't want it. That's kind of what I feel for some of you. It's not for everybody. But I do feel like that's the thing. I feel like they probably could have, they didn't act on an opportunity. Okay, or they didn't act before, period, you know. And this is a person who now wants to act. Now they're having a whole tower moment because they're not happy with their choices. But really, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's showing up spiritually. They really had to learn a lesson. So, you know, if this is supposed to come together, you might be being nudged to forgive. If, you know, and if this is your reading, you might be open to that. All right. To each their own. Again, I am not trying to trigger. But the Tower and King of Cups, we definitely have strong Scorpio energy. We have Taurus energy and Libra energy here with the Empress. We have also Aries energy with that Tower. Tell me about this Hermit. This is the Ace of Swords. This is the thing. This person's sitting back, not thinking if they should tell everyone. They're thinking about how do I tell everyone, because they're in a Ten of Wands. They're done. So this person's gaining a whole new set of responsibilities, okay? That's the thing. This is the thing. Before, they weren't living the type of, they weren't living the family type of lifestyle. They weren't the family guy, the family girl before. They didn't want those family responsibilities before, but now they do. And they didn't think they'd ever want them, but now they do. And they want them with you. Tell me about the Hermit contemplating. Two of Swords, yeah. They're definitely making a decision. And they know that when they do this, it's going to cause some drama and arguments when they do decide this. So if this relates to you on this level, this person knows when they do this, it's going to cause drama and arguments. Because again, they got to tell the people around them they've changed and this has changed. So their friends, they can't go, they're not going to be showing up single with their friends, like letting them know, or if they're dating people, like letting them know, and also telling family members. Like it's not about should I tell them, it's like how do I tell them? How do I tell them? Because they are definitely done with that lifestyle. And this is a person who's cutting things off quick. Knight of Swords, yeah, they're cutting things off quick. Gemini energy. Nine of Pentacles, and they really are. This person is cutting off everybody and everything to be with you. So if you allow it, then their separation phase is over. And here they come out of the woodwork. Strong Hermit, Virgo energy. Tough ending, but they're the one going to bring it. They had to learn a tough lesson. But when they bring the ending in the Tower, when they tell everybody, they know it's tough, but they're able to do it. They're strong enough to do it. Like that part of them, they're able to do it. And they're going to do it very precisely. So if you do want to end separation phase with this person, if this is your reading, it looks like you'll have the opportunity to do that. Okay? All right. So we're going to close out. We're going to close out with an angel card. Readings aren't really long today because the holiday and stuff like that. I have to show up for people. Okay, I got to show up for other people today as well. 333 equilibrium. All right, nurture the mind, body, and spirit connection. So this is that connection. All right, this looks like I think I'm going to name it that. So, you know, if you allow it to be, separation phase is over. It's up to you. It's up to two people. But somebody's thinking hard on you here, and somebody knows exactly what they got to do. They're just trying to figure out how to do it, and they're not going to have, once they do it, they're going to just like a Ginsu knife. They're just going to, once they get on a roll, once they cut the first person, second person, it's not really cutting them out, but it's telling them, like, they're going to be like, look, I choose Aquarius, deal with it or not, bye. I choose Aquarius, deal with it or not, bye. I choose Aquarius. You know, if you still want to hang, be my friend, fine. If not, it doesn't matter. I'm still doing it. Anyways, your angel card. It says card number 483, inner acceptance. And that's what this person is going to, they realize that they accept you. And if everyone else doesn't, they really don't care. Receive self-love. You're loving yourself. You've been showing up like that for a very, very long time. Since I think I've been doing my channel here, at least a couple years, you've been showing up, coming in your self-love and self-love. So now this person accepts how they feel about you, and they really don't care what everyone else thinks. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.